Hello again, traders. Right, I didn't really explain myself very well in the last video. First off, apologies for the bongs, but I'm waiting for a trade, so you're going to have to put up with it. Sorry about that, but that's the way it is. So the trade I'm waiting for is the gold short. And if we look, we might as well start from the daily in this instance. We know we're below the daily open because the TMT daily candles telling us it's red. We can also see that on the charts. Remember, these are only 30, 15 and 5, so we've got no data for the higher time frames. I hope to remedy that once I get settled abroad, but that's another story. So on the H4 we can see we've clearly had a momentum push down. We've had a pullback because probably on H1 it's done a 3CR or something, or an M30, and we are looking to hopefully catch the downside. I didn't look at I had looked at these before but didn't mention it just now. So this is also telling us we should only be looking for shorts really, and we are in a pullback in an uptrend, that's clear there. So it'll take a month of Sundays to, well, not literally, but it will take a long time to actually become a valid long trade, and that's all I'm concerned about as a scalper. So let me also point out a few things with this Bollinger. These, in my opinion, they're tradable and they're brilliant signals and stuff, but I want to be finding it when it's not right. That's what I was trying to say in my previous video. Getting all your time frames, all your ducks in a row. I want to find the ones that look good on the charts according to all our usual rules here and here, and what's going on over there. And then I want to be waiting for this to fulfill itself. So as I mentioned in posts on X, Twitter, whatever, and in previous videos, this is almost self-fulfilling now. So I've created, the 3CR as a result of the 2B reversal and extensive, intensive candlestick analysis over the last 20 years, as you know, and swing analysis and all the Elliott wave stuff, which is all of it, including actually almost the 3CR, although it's important to understand what all these patterns are. Exhaustion of buyers in this instance, and for a negative 3CR, bearish 3CR, and same goes for positives. And it's all about the learning. It's all about converting Elliott waves to single candles, and then and that then negates them. And then when we find indicators that agree with this was the first on the block, as it were, that agree with the 3CR and agree with the supply and demand and momentum, and then we add multi-time frame. I'm talking about me adding it all, creating it all, but it then all becomes, you've got the best indicators. This was one of the best, this was one of the best, this is fantastic, and now I like this too. So all of the price action, technical analysis that people have done over the years, all of these fantastic methods, Wyckoff and Dow theory and all that lot, have been negated, really. You don't have to know about them anymore. That's the point I was trying to make in the previous video, because these, as long as you understand what they're telling you, because of all the extensive 20 years worth of work I've done over there, then these just take over. That's all there is to it. It could not be simpler. So and that's why I'm so vehemently against all these idiots that tell you trend lines don't work, ICT, indicators don't work, ICT. It's pathetic, actually, beyond pathetic. So there are good, bad and crappy indicators, excuse my French. Of course, there's good, bad everything, good, bad chart patterns. But we are in the age of software and computers, guys. So, um, manually looking at candles is like going back to the Stone Age in terms of trading, because everything is algo driven. The more I see all the traditional stuff, Bollinger Bands, horizontal lines, pivot points, daily pivots, weekly pivots, monthly pivots, whatever, all the other stuff is just being replicated by the best indicators out there. And I just cannot, I've said this a load of times now, I cannot believe I keep seeing new stuff every day. Almost every minute of every day I'm watching charts now. And you got this thing now, this is fantastic, but how can we improve on it? Well, we can continually improve on it. Looking at the actual numbers on here, I mean, look at DAX there, M15 90. People in the past have said RSI is overbought, oversold, it's all rubbish. Actually, I agree with overbought and oversold. They're stupid comments. What we really need to talk about is momentum and volume and whatever. I have no idea how the RSI works. Oh, and that was another little point. I don't have to know how the indicators work. I've said this many times. It probably sounds like I'm thick. But why? I don't have to know. Because I've got this that I know works, and I've studied, years now, 3 or 4 years at least. This has been on my charts. No, probably a year or two before COVID, so 6 years. And then I know that works. I know the 3CR works. I know the 2B reversal works. I know multi-time frame momentum works. I know this is truly amazing. The bust, pullback, break and close. Look it up on my YouTube channel. Type bust in and you'll find loads and loads of examples on YouTube and also on my Twitter feed. And then, so I often think to myself, well, I don't really know what this is telling me. Is it below there and above there? Well, I do sort of, we're in the zone. We're below the middle MA, the 20 in this instance. And I was thinking again just now, I've got all the different MAs. I mean, these are the tried and trusted levels, but we've got different types of MAs as well, multitude of them. So the Bollingers have lots and lots of room to tweak. And getting back to this, I don't need to know what all of these are telling me. All I need to know is that, when that's pink, I'm looking at gold for a sell. It's not right. It's getting ready to go. And when I get these all for red, let's keep using this as an example. When the 30-minute, 15 and 5-minute all show red, then I get down on my 1 minute and make sure all of this is perfect. And the times of the hour is perfect. And the times of the 30-minute and the 15-minute and the 5-minute are all perfect. So I don't just hit it when all of these turn red in this instance. And I don't want to be trying to catch these when the move has happened, really. I got some fantastic, I got a fantastic DAX buy. Absolutely textbook. In fact, we will quickly look at what that did on something like the 15-minute. I mean, what I took my final profit just below the pivot, and it was all following the normal price action rules that I've spent 8 years on YouTube for free, and since COVID lockdown, out of boredom, for free on Twitter, same name as this YouTube channel. So I've done the work. I've got the stuff there. In fact, YouTube is interesting because it's followed my progress step by step, adding indicators, testing various indicators. I've not talked through everything, but you'll see moving averages, you'll see all sorts on there. Excuse me, I've got to pause this for a second. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Yeah, where was it? So, at the end of the day, look how these have all changed again now. So let's have a look at gold. So this is the point I was trying to make. If you jumped in on pound yen because you hadn't done the correct thing, which is I tried to explain, done your analysis when these are looking bad, and then just wait for the alerts to turn good again. And in my opinion, this is at the moment, apologies for all the lines here. At the moment, I open my charts, and this is how I thought about making the subject of this video. Open my charts, these are all green. It's very tempting just to try and deep dive into the analysis and just hit it, which is wrong. You want to open them when they're all wrong, as it were, and when this is all wrong. We used to have the sort of saying when I was concentrating on this, just wait for it all to turn green. Open it when it's all red and blue and whatever, and then when the trade's right, and again this goes to the correlation thing, why I've chosen really to trade yen and US dollar and just choose a few of the nicely moving ones, and UJ because that is the leader of the pack, as it were, but it moves so slow I can't stand trading it. But so this is why I've got Dean's lines on here, because I opened it when I got back to my charts this morning. GJ was all green, and the point of this video is very tempting to hit them, but that's the wrong time to consider a trade. You've got to do your analysis and look at everything, all the usual 3CR strategy rules. And this is why I highlighted gold. So we'll go back to gold again. I know I'm repeating myself a little bit, but at the end of the day, as I always say, one word or phrase can change a trader's life. So we know clearly on this time frame, I said it was a big uptrend on the higher time frames, on the daily, but look how different it looks on all the others. We're in a downtrend on H4. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, pullback, continuation. This is your 4 swings, the 3CR 4 swings. I'm not going to go into that because I made tons of videos about 3CRs, but swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, swing 4, you pull back, and then your pink arrow from the RSI histo, bust, pull back, break and close. Or in this instance we got the bust there. Don't want to go too much into that, right? Well, you could have hit it there, but look what happened. It pulled back, push down, pull back, continuation. Much the same as that daily on this one. Or was it? No, it wasn't, was it? It was here, this tiny little move. Bust down, the pink arrow, pull back, continuation. Sorry about that, but I explained that first at the start of the video. So we've actually closed below that open line. That's another observation. Trading the open and closes. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just looking for my little script to poo. Close. Oh, sorry, it's the open, isn't it? Open of the green bar. So this, this all relates to line chart 3CRs and everything. All works in progress. So now when we look at H1, that is that level, the blue level, the open level of that H4, and we closed below it, but we probably didn't have the right Bollinger Band effort. I can see it's above the Bollinger Band with that sell signal, potential sell signal on H1. So we're constantly being kept out of trades by the indicators. So getting back to the point, the indicators are actually now, because they are the ultimate multi-time frame, momentum, volume, whatever you want to call it. I know they're different for all the purists, but having said that, I have no idea, and going back to the indicators and how they're calculated, I have absolutely no idea or no need to understand why they do what they do when they are built and used by me rather, not built by me, used by me, because I have what I consider the ultimate candlestick, MTF candlestick trading method, which is the 3 candle reversal. So, what came first, the candles or the best, not indicators, just normal indicators, because there's a shed load of rubbish ones. The best ones developed over 20 years of analysis. And as I say, I keep improving it. All of these numbers, they are all part of, let's use that form, they're all part of the matrix. They're all part of the whole thought processes I use now with my indicators, with my chart patterns, with my candlestick patterns. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Such a long phone call, I missed my gold sell, but as you can see, it did exactly what I was expecting it to. They all turned red, it broke down, and that was a scalper heaven trade again of roughly, give or take a few pips, 28, 29 pips. I mean, what can I say? It does what it says on the tin, and you'd be foolish not to embrace these things. EJ, no idea, I wasn't looking at that for a trade yet. Same thing. I mean, this would have preceded the arrows by the looks of it here. 3 sell zone sells. So, there's a 3CR. That's the little pullback, break and close. You could trade the break of that low before the arrow printed, which is why I'm saying maybe I need to trim my settings on the RSI and all that, change my views. Always improving. That was a 22 pip move. I would have taken it down to the pivot there. So when you've got the best systems and indicators and candlestick patterns like the 3CR, 3CR up, pullback, continuation. It's just priceless, and it can only keep getting better. I thought of this the other day. The last thing, if you study this now, if you came into trading and found me 3 or 4 months into your trading or whatnot, you might have a bit of ICT under your belt, you might have a bit of SMC, you might have a 2B reversal, wick off, whatever. All the patterns work the same. This stuff can only turbocharge, supercharge your trading abilities. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.